Love, love, love. All you need is love. All you need is love. That's it. It's so simple. So simple. So many songs and so many movies and so many plays. Man is obsessed with love. The only problem is that so many people get divorced, right? So many people don't even believe they can ever really feel true love, and yet we seem to talk so much about it. What is this mystery of love? Why do we want it so much? And practically, how do we get it? Because without love, it's like life without oxygen. We so need that love. But what does it take to get love? Well, the first thing you need to know about getting love is give love. Right? You can't control getting love. Maybe you get it, maybe you're not. But it's all up to you to give love. Is there a secret ingredient to making love your life? Absolutely. The secrets to love are four. I want to share with you an idea from the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah says that in the beginning, all of existence was this endless loving presence, this one light. And when the One wanted to create you and me, He withdrew His light from the center, creating a space, creating a void, an emptiness. In that void, the One created vessels. And then the One gave a thin ray of His light to the vessels, but the vessels couldn't take the light and they broke. What is this story really all about? Sounds very mystical, right? It's really about love. What we have here are the four ingredients of all loving relationships. It's very simple. The only problem is you have to do it. That makes it not so simple once you try to do it. But the idea is simple. All you have to do is do it. The first step is to create space in your life for somebody else. That's what it says. The One filled all and then created the space within the light for vessels that are very other than the light. The first step in really loving someone is to create space in your life. If you're self-centered and you can't move yourself out of the center, and you can't create a place in your life for somebody else, forget about it. Forget about it. That's actually what happens when we hug somebody. What we're actually doing is we're making a space inside ourselves to include somebody else. So the first step in loving someone is the art of making space, creating that place for someone else in your life. The next step is to recognize and respect other. The Kabbalah teaches that within this space, we're vessel very different than light. If you want to love somebody, then you need to give space to someone who's very different than you, someone very other than you. In fact, I heard a story where this fellow was out on a date, and all night long he talked about himself, until finally, near the end, he said, "You know what? Enough about me. Let's talk about you. What do you think about me?" Right? What does that mean? It means that I'm really not creating a space for someone other than me. Right? It's all about me. So the second step is creating space. The second step after that is respect. To see that somebody is different than you, acknowledge them. The third step is it says that the One projected a thin ray of light to the vessels. The third step in real love is to give of yourself to other. That's not giving perfume or giving golf clubs or giving, a car. That wouldn't be bad. I don't mind you giving that to me. But that's not love. Love is when you give yourself. Your greatest gift to another person is called presence, when you're there, and you're there for that person. So the first three ingredients is to create space, to acknowledge that a person is other and recognize that otherness, that they're not you. The third is to give of yourself to that person. What's the fourth? The fourth might be the most difficult. The fourth is to allow that other person to do the other three for you. That they should do this space. They should create this space. You should allow them to get to know who you are. That's what intimacy really means. Intimacy means into me, see. I'm going to let you see into me. That's really what I think it means. So the first step is you have to allow other people to create a space for you. Let other people see you, recognize you. And then the third step is to allow them to give of themselves to you. So what are the 4 steps of love? Creating space, recognizing and respecting that this person is other than you, giving of yourself to that person, and allowing that person to create space in their life for you. Allow that person to get to know who you are and acknowledge you, and to allow that person to give you. Sometimes people love so much, they give, but they don't know how to receive. And love doesn't simply just mean giving, because sometimes the greatest gift you can give another person is to allow them to give to you. With those 4 ingredients, you've got love 100% guaranteed.